start. Okay. So, you guys already remember the deal. The kid is down the shaft. Julian went down there and scoped it out. And that's it. So there's a ladder there. You guys can go down the ladder. And actually, let me just show you. The ladder's right there. So, what's the deal?
Give me 1 second. I'm back. Is everybody here right now?
Well, I do see Cadman on Skype,
Yeah.
but there, and then Henry. I think the only person that is not on Skype is Julian. So I guess he might be running. Well, I'll tell you what. Why don't we? I guess we can wait for him, or you guys can go down the shaft, or whatever. Doesn't matter to me. I can watch a little bit more YouTube.
My character probably wouldn't want to go down the shaft unless everybody was going to go down there.
Oh,
Just
okay.
because I'm already low on supplies anyways, and so...
Yeah, that's cool. We can.
I think we were forced down the shaft by the townsfolk.
Yeah, because you guys were like, well, we can't do it now, and I was like, well, the townfolk are not going to look too kindly on you guys turning your back on the emergency. So, yeah.
That's true.
So I guess we head down because they're forcing us.
Well, it's not that you don't have to do it. It's just like, say for
My
example,
character wouldn't care about their opinions, but
Yeah.
honestly.
it's kind of like somebody's dying in front of you, and you guys know how to, do CPR, and the guys are like, people around you are like, why aren't you giving this guy CPR? And you're like, well, I don't feel like giving the guy CPR.
Well, no, I don't feel like it's just dangerous.
Yeah, well,
Like, if the guy basically was happening, like, the guy has Ebola and he needs CPR and, like, gushing out blood, you don't really have the proper PPE, you know what I mean? You don't have, like, the gloves and the gown and shit.
He's dead.
yeah. Again, it's really up to you guys. I mean, again, we can wait until Julian. I think Cadman is on Skype, but I have not. Maybe he's got mute on or something. I don't know.
I
I'm
want my
trying to
wolf.
figure out what's wrong with my OBS.
Oh, okay.
Because for some reason it's not one capture the screen.
Oh. All right. So, I guess I'm waiting. I could go to the store, guys, and maybe grab a couple of pina coladas. I completely got wasted with my other campaign last night, and I'm like, God damn, I drank way too much. I drank like the 12 pack. But I mean, the game was fine. The game was fine, but then I started. Me and another guy who's doing some DMing. We're talking, and man, I said some really crazy shit. So I'm like, I'm not doing that again. Guy probably thinks I'm a psycho now. But yeah, it really got complicated. Most of the night they were doing a lot of role playing because one of the guys is really good friends with the mayor of the Flan, and he found out from one of the Harpers that he's trying to be killed by one of the other council members. So they didn't really have enough proof to accuse a council member of trying to kill the mayor. So they were trying to figure out how they could, get the guy. And most of the night they were interrogating him, trying to get a feel for him. So it was a lot of role playing, and it was a pretty interesting night. The guys are really. I didn't think they would. You know how I give the guys options on what they want to do. I didn't think they wanted they wanted to do a lot of role playing, but they pretty much that's all they did the whole night. So
So, dungeon.
yeah.
You know the Wolverine we were talking about?
Oh yeah. Did you find? Did you decide on what you wanted to get?
Yeah, it was gonna be the Wolverine in the end.
Yeah.
Comparing the prices of all the other like creatures you can buy and what it has, what it doesn't has,
You
I
said
think
about
like
12.
between like 1250 to maybe like 1500 would be a good price for it. Just because like it's slightly it's not as strong as some of the other ones. Like it's slightly weaker in strength, based about the same health, around the same AC, maybe a little less AC, but it gains a rage ability, which I think is like kind of strong. But then it's like it's definitely adds. I think adds would add a little bit more to the price because it's rage. But since it has less attack, only like with rages, it basically has its stronger damage for a little bit more time.
Uh huh. Well,
It's like kind of like a glass cannon type of pet.
yeah. Well, they probably have to go back to Daggerford because this town is it's pretty
Yeah.
small. They wouldn't have it here. I mean, they don't even have a church here. So,
You go try to capture one. I'm just kidding.
oh yeah, they could try to capture.
Release a vicious one.
So yeah, the what do you guys think of the Dwarven mines? I'm gonna start pumping them out like big time. These Underdark caverns. So the guys, the basically the dwarves told you, okay, you guys are here up at the top. That's the entrance to their cave. That's basically where you guys saw that. It says, where did this tunnel go to? Well, it goes down to here, and then they map everything here is in Dwarven. But since they've already described everything to you, you know I'm translating. But they kind of tell you, okay, the Umber Hulks are here, the Cloakers are there, Bulites are there. This is our outpost where they wanted to take you, and you guys were like, nah, we can't do that right now. Down here was the abandoned ruins. That's basically if you want to do that. And then over here leads to more Underdark. Uh, but you guys get the idea. All right, so do you guys want to start, or what are we doing?
I'd like a few
If you
minutes to
want
go
to.
to the store to get some tea, but
Yeah. Tell you what, why don't we? You want to do that? Because I can. I'm not much in a hurry. I don't think you guys are in a hurry.
completely forgot to.
I'm not in a hurry.
Completely forgot to go.
Yeah. Well, why don't we all grab some snacks?
Take a little break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Grab some
Back
snacks.
with your business.
Yeah, let's all get comfy and cozy because this is gonna. You guys already know that the grills are down there. Oh, did you guys see the post? Basically, what I'm gonna do is, if you make your roll, you can check out the monster's manual. You're not gonna know what the hit points are. We already stressed that on the post. But you are gonna know, like, okay, these guys are vulnerable to, silver, or only garlic is going to affect a vampire, and so on and so forth. The player is going to be responsible for giving out that information. I'm not going to get involved with that, so he could either, whisper it to you, or, you know. But all the monsters will not have names now, so it's going to be. He's probably going to have a bigger role in trying to help you guys out, because he's going to be the only one that says, you guys are going to be, what the fuck is that? Because there's a lot of monsters in the monsters manual who I don't think I've ever even bothered to look at, and now they're going to be like, I don't know what that is, so he's going to be the one that says, okay, that's, a grill, and they do this, and so on and so forth. All right. Well, I'll tell you what. I'm gonna go to the store. I'll be right back, and we'll start this up in a little bit. And I guess you guys can talk about how Henry's gonna get her go about handing out that information. But I'm not gonna get involved with that. What's the question?
out of curiosity, what level do we start off at if we ever decide to make a new character?
Oh, it's going to be one level lower than the highest guy, because I was talking to Cad, and he was like, well, if somebody dies and I'm 10th level and the guys lower than me are 8th level, he's going to have to start at 7th level, which he's probably going to get his ass kicked pretty fast. So why don't we start the guys that die one level lower than the highest guy, which will make it, it'll make it to where the lowest level guy is not going to keep going lower and lower and lower. So
Yeah.
he was explaining that to me, and I said, yeah, that sounds about right. So yeah, just one lower level than the highest character. So all right, any other questions? Henry, you're gonna have a bigger role in the game now, since all the monsters are without name. So
Okay.
yeah. All right. Well, I'll be back in about maybe 5 minutes. So
Yeah, I've been thinking about remaking my guy. I'm not sure though.
I'm done.
I don't know. I don't know.